I'm here with Tom Tynan of Wagner's. Tom, you've been operating power curber machines for some time now. Tell us a little bit about what you know of power curbers and how long you've been doing it for.
I got my first power curber in Ireland in 1991, and we built up a team of 3 machines over there, leading up to 2000. And basically, between operating and managing, I've been 23 years now with power curber, Ireland, Canada, and now in Australia. So yeah, that's how long I've been with the power curber machine.
So tell us what you're doing on this particular project, Tom.
What we've got to do here is all the roadside furniture, as they call it. We've got 10 kilometres of footpath, 2 metres wide. We've got 3 kilometres of V-drain, 4 metres wide. And we've 28 kilometres of curb and channel and curb in the car parks and road leading into the airport.
That's a lot of work to do. How are you going to get all that done in the time?
Well, as I said to you earlier on, one day this week we produced 800 metres in one day with the power curber machine. So when you're producing that sort of turnover, you won't be too long doing it.
That's 800 metres of curb and channel?
Curb and channel, 800 metres in one day, yeah.
Yeah. And so how many machines you got here to do all of this work?
We have 2 5700 C-Maxes. One is set up to do fence line and the other is set up to do the road curb and channel.
Oh, so you missed saying something about the fence line before. Tell us what that involves.
We have 10 kilometres of perimeter fence to do here around the airport, and that will consist of a 750 mil high wall, which we're going to slip with the machines and then place the fence on top of that once it's poured.
Yeah.
So one machine is going to do that and the other is doing the road work.
Okay. So tell us why you picked the power curber machine and what you like about it.
Well, power curbers, Wagner's chose them here because of when they researched, they found that they were the most reliable machine in the market. I was given the job of doing the work here, and because of my experience with power curber, and I've used other makes before, I've chosen for their reliability and the experience I've had with them down through the years. They've never let me down.
Yeah. So Tom, tell us a little about the service and support you get here for power curbers.
The service and support has been excellent. We've been working on a job up in Darwin before this one, and all our moulds were produced by power curbers. The moulds that are here are taken off of plans with power curbers, are produced by the power curber factory and brought in by Aran, Australia. And all our parts are bought and brought in by Aran from Brisbane, which is close by, which is very handy for us here as well.
Mm-hmm. So what do you reckon, Tom? Do they break down? Do they cause you any headaches? You know, when at a construction site and you got concrete, that's the last thing you want.
We never, down through the years, and that's why we bought the power curbers. Down through the years, they've been totally reliable. Yes, you will always get your small breakdowns, but in general, you don't get big repairs. You don't get big breakdowns with motors or pumps. It's generally just small stuff with sensors and stuff like that, but that happens. They're consumable goods, so it'll happen with any machine. Yeah. In general, the power curber is an excellent machine.
And you said you've used other machines in the past. Tell me a little bit of a difference between the power curber machine and others you've used.
Well, the C-Max machine especially, which we're using here, you can go from making it produce a 5-inch 125 mil curb and get it to do a 4 metre wide V-drain. Same machine, just set it up to do the same job. What I've found with other machines is they're restricted to the radiuses they can do. They can either do big work or small work, but not both. Yeah. And power curbers seem to be able to do both at one time.
Yeah. Okay. So Tom, power curber machines, you've been using them for 20 years. What would you like to use them for in the next 12 months?
Well, what we're doing here on this project, as the project is ongoing, we're seeing where we can use the slip form machines instead of the traditional method of construction. So retaining walls on this site is going to be a big feature when we get into that with the power curber. And also the slot drains, and as well as you can see, we're using string line set up at the moment, but we're looking to get into using the 3D GPS system on both machines, which we've seen trials on and it's working very successfully.
Fantastic.
Aran are reliable. The parts, once you order the parts, they're in on time. They're good people to go out with socially as well, and they're very helpful on projects. And it doesn't matter where or what part of the country you are, they'll always help you out.